What is up, everybody? It is Brendan Kuchbach, and I am back. Just like how I mentioned in the last video last week, that I'm going to be trying to post one video every single weekend, most likely on a Saturday, possibly a Sunday, because that's really the only time that I have to film. And so, in that last video, we spoke about how I'm really just going to be documenting the journey on this YouTube channel. And so I figured that this would be a really good video because what this video is planned to do, it's to show you where I'm starting out in terms of my finances. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into my computer and I'm going to show you my entire net worth. You are going to see the debt that we have, the money that we have, you're going to see all the investments. Really, we're going to do a full overview of my entire net worth and walk through that. So that way, as we go through this journey together, and as I'm building my net worth, as I'm building a business, as I'm doing what I need to do, you can kind of see like where I started off in the very beginning, and it will show you that gap that I cover all the way to the very end where I achieve the goal of basically, I guess the goal right now is hit $1 million net worth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get straight into it. We're gonna hop into my computer and we're gonna see what we can do. This is gonna be a little fun because I'm going to have to blur some things. I just don't know how to blur it in the editing process. So we will figure that out. Playing around with this for like 20 minutes, trying to figure out how I can get my face to float on top of the video recording. We are in it. And so I am going to be blurring out a bunch of stuff here. But basically what I'm using is I'm using this tool called Monarch. Essentially what Monarch does is it's this paid software. It costs like $100 a year that I pay. And what it does is it centralizes all of your finances. So what it can do is it can show all of your bank accounts. It could show the real estate that you own. It could show the money that you have invested in different brokerages. It could tie in crypto exchanges such as Coinbase. And then it also shows all your loans, all your debt. So it basically gives you a bird's eye view that shows you your entire net worth. So this is a net worth for myself and my fiance because we are one financial unit. And I just kind of wanted to walk through and just kind of show you basically what it is. So as of right now, the net worth, as you can see, is $289,032.24. That is every single penny that we have. And I definitely got to blur a lot of this stuff out, but basically what you're seeing here, this section right here shows the cash. So this is all the different bank accounts that we have. I think that we have too many bank accounts and I do need to clean that up eventually. Then what it does, if you go down, is it shows all the credit cards that we have. And if you see, we have a lot of credit cards. I am a travel person. I like to travel, and using credit cards is a great way to earn a lot of points, but we don't carry really any debt on it. We pay them off in full at the end of the month. And then if you go down and if you look at our investments, we have about 50,000-ish invested, 52,000, and then it starts getting into the loans. So this is actually a really cool one. So if you see the mortgage that we have, the balance is 210,000, but the value of the home, and they pull the value based off the Zestimate from Zillow, it's 402,000. We bought in a really good time. We bought in 2020, and since then the real estate market has exploded. We got a nice fixed interest rate of 3.25%, and so we have quite a bit of equity. So I kind of like this. This is a pretty quick, easy video. There's lots of other features of Monarch. Like for example, you can click over here on the transactions and you can see, what we bought. Like there's some Chevron, there's some Audible, Disney Plus, Target. There's some tax refund stuff in there, yada, 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 yada. And it just goes on and on. And I know that you can create budgets and stuff in there. I've played around with it, but I haven't really gotten it down quite yet. It doesn't work so well. I haven't figured out the features. I'm mainly using it to track the net worth. And what's really cool too is it just doesn't give you the balance, but you can also kind of go back, how's it been in the last 6 months? So I click 6 months. And as we can see, in the last 6 months, it's done quite well. That's the increase of the total net worth. And then you could even go to all time. And since we started using this back in, oh God, August of 2024, the net worth has increased by $50,000. And a lot of that is just due to the real estate that's appreciated. That's also extra cash that we're bringing in. But it just gives you that accurate picture of what you're worth. So every single day I'm in here, I'm checking this. I'm looking, is the net worth going up? Another thing that I focus on here too is I look at the cash, right? So this is all-time change. Our cash has only increased 12,500, and since all time, because we got expenses, but you could also go to 1 month, right? In 1 month, our cash has gone up $5,000, and I'm sure it's going to go down. We're going to have mortgages and stuff that we're going to have to pay, but this is just a great app to show you, where's your net worth at. And it also allows you to look at like the cash and stuff. And I get there's other features that I haven't really, dove in yet, but it's a pretty good thing. And what I really like doing is when you go to net worth and you do all time, it's showing an upwards trajectory, which is good, right? If it was going down, that would be a problem. So it gives you an ability to kind of catch the fires before it turns into full blaze. So it just allows you to track everything. I get that this isn't like a super deep dive video on it, but really the point of this video is I just want to show you guys kind of like my starting point. So since now that I'm documenting, 1 video a week, and I'm going to be showing you my endeavors, this is the starting point. That's where we're at, and the goal is to get that to 1 million. So I'm hoping that you guys follow along for the journey, and I will be talking to you once I hop off the camera here. We'll wrap it up. All right, so that basically wraps up Monarch. Like I said, it's basically a really good app. It just kind of gives you that good centralized view, because most people, their finances are kind of spread all about, like, oh, well, I got some bank accounts here, and then I got some investments here, my 401k is in this brokerage, and I got credit cards with all these different banks, and it just gives you that one place to where you can just kind of always see things, and it just allows you to measure how your net worth is going. Is it going up? Is it going down? What's the rate that it's increasing or decreasing? And it allows you to see your cash. And if I figure out the budgeting features, I'll definitely make another video about this stuff. And I really need to do a budget. I want it to be so that way, like if I'm spending really bad in like one category, like let's say I'm going out to eat a lot, going to restaurants a lot, and let's say I set a budget of $200, I just want it to like give me an alert or something like that, to where it's just like, oh, hey, your budget for restaurants was 200, you're at 212, you went over, like stop. I'm hoping that there's features like that, but I don't really know yet, and I just haven't been too successful when I played around with it. But that's basically it. Next week, I don't know what the video is going to be about yet, but just a quick update. My buddy Austin and I, we just ordered our test samples of the supplement brand that we are building. So there will probably be videos about that in the near future. We're just gonna make sure that the label looks good on it, and make sure that it's just not gonna look like crap when it, comes out of the box, and the people who are buying it, it just needs to have a good presentation. So as long as that checks out, we're going to order our first batch of inventory, and we're going to keep that rocking and rolling. And I'm hoping that this will be something that will definitely propel the goal to $1 million at a faster rate. So more videos about that to come. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. If you don't mind, like, subscribe if you want to follow the journey. I'm still kind of new to this. I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be playing around with the edits today to try and make the video look a little sexy, but I'm basically new at this. So it's been 4 years since I've been, posting routinely. So let's see how this rolls. I appreciate you guys for watching so much. Thanks. Until the next one.